Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Cindy, and today I am back in the Poconos, and I talked my brother into going out for another hike. I just had him out 2 days ago and he's hooked already. We used to hike together all the time. We had probably, I don't know, a year of a break. Our winter, this past winter, was pretty rough, so we didn't hike at all. But now he's back out with me hiking, and if you watched my video from Devil's Hole, there was a waterfall that I was trying to get to. So when I looked on All Trails, I actually found this route to the waterfall. So we're going to give it a shot. This is the State Game Lands 221 parking area that's off Pleasant Ridge Road. Only car in the lot. Looks like I don't know, maybe a dozen cars if everybody parks closely together. So far we're hiking on this old road right next to Rattlesnake Creek. The water looks like it's moving pretty good. We did have, in the Scranton area, we had some rain that went through last night. Not much, just a little, so I don't know if they got that here or not. Today is Monday, July 13th, and it's saying it's 70 degrees. Back home when I got in the car, it said it was 81, so much cooler here in the Poconos, and especially in the woods next to the stream here. Oh, pretty. Favorite kind of hikes, next to streams. So I think this is pretty much going to be an easy hike until we get to the waterfall. And then we might have to scramble down a little bit. And once again, I left the hiking pole in the car. It's literally my hiking poles are literally in the back of my SUV. And I opened up the SUV to get the bug spray out. Did I grab the hiking pole? No. This looks pretty shallow. Looks like people come up here and rock hop across. Let's see. Let's see, as long as these rocks aren't slippery. Yep. They look a little slick, so be careful. Some of them wobble, so be careful. I think a hiking pole would be nice right about now. Walking through the creek than trying to rock hop. Wasn't too bad. I mean, the rocks were a little slippery and a lot of them wiggled. So, yeah, after that Devil's Hole hike, I was frustrated with myself for not getting to the waterfall. So then, of course, I was doing some online research, and I found this route to the waterfall. And it's actually called Rattlesnake Falls. Has some rhododendron blooming. Just passed a snake. I don't know what kind it was. Didn't have a rattle on it. But it didn't look like a garter snake. It was more, it was darker, like black. Seems like most of the time when I see a snake, I'm not filming. And they're gone so fast that I can't get the camera out in time. Looks like there's a lot of water runoff here. We're seeing a bunch of wildflowers. It is buggy. Good thing we put the bug spray on. And this is probably going to be my last Pennsylvania hike for a little while. Today's Monday, July 13th, and this weekend leaving for a girls' trip with my friend Sue up to the Lake Ontario area. So after this video, it's probably going to be all videos from that trip for a little while. One of the first stops is going to be the Wild Center in Tupper Lake. From June until October, they have Thomas Dambo trolls there. So I want to get up there to see those. And Lake Ontario is the last of the Great Lakes that I haven't been to. And since it's only a couple hours from Tupper Lake to get over to Lake Ontario, planning to do that. Whew, that was a false summit back there. Look who we just came across. I love these little guys. Red spotted newt. I haven't seen one in a while. All right. I think this is our left turn. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we just hit the 1.1 mile mark and we came to this intersection here. And looks like according to All Trails, this is where we turn left. Yeah, state game lands. And I can hear a lot of water, so I think we're pretty close. So most of the way to that point was an ascent. The sound of rushing water is getting louder and louder. Yeah, so at least on the way back it should be mostly downhill except for this section here getting to the waterfall. Which is nice. Kind of coast downhill till you get back to the trailhead. Sounds like it's to the right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, right in there it sounds like it's really rushing.
Maybe I'm being fooled, but it sounds right.
Alright, let's see. All Trails has us almost there. Yeah, it looks like we go make this bend here. Oh yeah. Yep, I can see it. There it is.
Well, it's kind of down this shift.
There's supposed to be ropes to help you. Yeah. Let's see.
There's a cascade right there.
That's a big step. Yeah, there's a nice view of it there through the trees. But we're still working our way down. We just came down that little section. We still have a ways to go. Yep, there's the ropes. So they do have these ropes to help you get down there. I'm going to give that a good tug before I rely on it. There we go. The stuff I get myself and my companions into. Whew. All right. All right, made it down the first rope. Now there's another rope. Getting there. We are getting there. Whew. Looks like it gets easier up ahead.
Huh?
So it gets a little easier up ahead. I think I got it.
Okay. That's cool.
Alright. Almost there. Oh. stuck on that rock. Hold on. Yeah, it's stuck good. Oh, stay.
That was definitely the way to go. I think standing there stuck on that fucking rock.
Alright, let me move this. There. Alright, let me grab my camera. There. Wow. So it was quite a bit of effort at the end there to get down that steep little section, but wow. Did it!
A waterfall.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that is stunning. Mission accomplished. It's been bugging me since I did that Devil's Hole hike that I missed the waterfall. We made it. There's another little one right there. Yeah. Just everything is wet here, so be careful.
Now you keep on going?
Well, I'm going to look down over this one and see what it's like. Yeah, that's as far as I think I'm going to go. This is all wet moss.
Yeah.
During a heavy rain, this is probably all one big waterfall. See, if I were young, I would just sit on my butt and slide down this. Yep, I think you are too. always feels so good to accomplish a hiking goal. That's what we came down right there. I don't know how that footage was. Hopefully I can piece something together. Yeah, we started all the way up there at the top and used those ropes and roots to get down here. I think we can go over here a little bit.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even let's go through the water.
Wow, talk about up close and personal. Oh, you can see the mist. All right, last looks. Rattlesnake Falls. And there is a little one going off that rock ledge there. Supposedly there's like a dozen waterfalls in this area, but I don't feel comfortable scrambling down the creek to try to find them, so I'm quite happy with this one. It was on my list. I made it here. So now we have to scramble back up those ropes. And then once we get to the main trail, it's going to be all downhill, which is nice. Alright, so we just have to get up to the top up there where that sun is shining through. I'm going to put the camera away for this. Catch you at the top. Straight ahead is where we went down to the waterfall. And this is the bend that you come to. We're headed back up. Coming up was much easier, and I say that with a lot of things. When I'm going down a steep descent, I'm always more afraid of falling. Alright, we're headed back up to the main trail, and then it should be a straight downhill to the trailhead in the car. I'm probably not going to film much on the way back since this is an out and back. We're going back the way that we came. So if I don't see anything interesting, I'll see you back at the trailhead. Back to the intersection. All downhill from here. So the funny thing was, I picked up my brother today and I said, we can go here, we can do here, or we can go to the waterfall. And what do you think he picked? The waterfall, of course. And I kind of knew ahead of time that he was going to pick the waterfall, and that's why I mentioned the waterfall. But when we got to the top of that scramble, down to the waterfall, he said, I'm not going down there. And then what did you say when we got back up?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't bad at all, right?
No.
Yeah. Especially with the ropes. The ropes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it would have been a little bit trickier without the rope.
Yeah.
Still, if you're halfway, you gotta go all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, the ropes definitely help you get down there. And then going back up, like you hardly use them. There was one big step up, and I think I used it a lot on that, but then it's pretty easy. Made it back to the creek crossing. Alright. That's the wobbly one. Oh, easy peasy. I did pick up a stick that time. Alright. Alright. Thanks for following along. We are almost at the car. You can see the gate straight ahead. If you haven't already, please give the video a like. Welcome back to any of my subscribers. I appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel out and it's free. I'm looking at my all trails. It's saying that we did 2.43 miles. All right, car is in sight. I'll catch you on the next adventure.